Hi Sanji, I'm coming on this afternoon to do the third video for Beebeecrafts. Now Beebeecrafts, they run a YouTube program where they send you products that you choose in return for you like testing the products out and trying them out and then leaving a review on them. So I'm going to do one of those videos today. The only thing is I'm not totally entirely sure what I'm going to do. So I'll just start off by saying that as I said, it is the YouTube program, and I will leave links to the program down in the description. You need to have more than 100 subscribers to be able to be accepted onto it or not. And I will also leave the homepage link to Beebeecrafts and the product link to this set of products that I'm going to be using now. I'll leave it all down in the description box below, and then if you're interested you can go over and have a look. So one of the items that I purchased was a set of nesting dies. Now when they came, if you go back to the unboxing videos you'll see them, but they came on two small like sheets, you know, in two different sort of packages, and all in all there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, there's 9 individual little nesting sets of dies between those two sheets. So they come obviously all joined up to one another. So what I've done is I've taken each like little set, I don't know if you can see that, and I've put each little set in a little plastic bag so it keeps all the dies in that set together. And then I'll put each of these in a, all of these in like a bigger bag. So I'll just show you quickly what each individual set looks like. Now they are quite small. I mean, I didn't expect them to be big or anything like that, but they are maybe slightly smaller than some of the nesting dies that you might expect normally, but they are still really nice to use. That's quite a nice one. And one thing I did like, when I took them apart, you know the little bits that you have to, where they join each piece onto each other, and you have to sort of take those out, or so they leave those little marks on your card. They came out really easily, so I was really pleased with that, because sometimes you see like that one there, it's quite big. Sometimes they really do mark your card, but even these ones that are really tiny, I don't know if you can even see by my finger there, it's a really tiny piece of metal. I just got my Tim Holtz scissors that do metal and just twisted them off, and they just came straight off. But also they didn't damage the die, which obviously is really important, because obviously they're only a thin piece of metal, and it didn't damage them at all. So I was really pleased with that. I like that one. That's like a postage stamp type one. And this one, I think that would be nice with like a word in the middle, you know, on that little, the banner piece in the middle. I think that would be nice with a word on. So the set that I've been using, I have to die cut off camera, I'm afraid, because there's no way I can really do it on camera, is this set here. So it comes with 2 nesting rectangles. Sorry, I'm not used to being down here. 2 nesting rectangles, and also these pieces which nest within it. So I'm just using these 2 rectangles here. I'm just going to pop these back in the bag so I don't lose them. Now the card that I've cut, I'm not very good on knowing the weights, but it is very heavyweight card. Both the same card weight, and they've cut like a dream, considering, as I say, they are obviously only very small, very thin. They have cut really well, really cleanly, straight through, first pass. Didn't need to use any shims or run it through a second time or anything. They've just cut really nicely through. really, I don't know if you can see, but really nice clean edges, no little feathery bits or anything like that. So I'm more than impressed with the cut of them. You can see it's quite thick there. So what I've done is I've cut two. This was actually some card that I used for some favour boxes for my dad's birthday, because I wanted like really good quality card, and these are just using some scraps that were left. So I cut two with the light brown backgrounds and the darker blue inside, and I've cut 4 sets with it the other way around, the dark with the light. Now I don't actually know how I'm going to embellish it, that's the thing. What I do know is I'm doing a swap at the moment, which is winter birds stroke winter. So that's why I thought I'd use these colours, because as I'm not really sure what I'm going to decorate it with yet, I thought that would go really nice for birds and sort of winter. So yeah, I was thinking about possibly well, I was thinking of doing 2 different things, possibly looking through. I've got some of these sticker books, and I did wonder if maybe there's some birds or something in there that we could use of the right size to put on. I've got a few more up here as well. And the other thing I wondered is I've got this die cut. Where's the die? This is the die, and it was from a magazine that I bought recently. I can't remember where it was from, which magazine it was from, but it was it had like a paper crafting kit to make cards of birds, and this lovely little die was with it. And as you can see on the sort of breast and the around the top of the bird, it doesn't cut out those as holes, it just embosses it. It's very, very pretty. And I've cut out a couple in some, I don't know if you can really see, but in gold mirror, and it embosses it really nicely. So I did wonder about, for these two, I did wonder about possibly using that as a die cut. Let's see if I can get it straight to show you, something like that. But I feel like I need something on the background, but I'm not really sure what. I did wonder about possibly something like some embossing paste through a stencil, but I thought it's probably just going to be too small. So the only other thing I really thought maybe get something like some cheesecloth and see what that looks like. So I've just snipped a little piece off. I don't know whether this would be best done in cream or white, to be honest. I've just got white here at the minute. Yeah, I think it might be okay. Yeah, it could be okay. Let's get another little bit. It only needs to be such, you know, a tiny little bit. Oh, it might be too much. Let's have a look. Just going to cut off this edge. There's like a hard edge on this bit. Let's just cut that bit off. Oh, it came up on my Facebook memories today. It was 2 years ago today that I had my spine surgery, and seeing the pictures of me, you know, in hospital with all the drains and drips and everything, it just shows, I mean, obviously I have problems every day, but just shows how far I've come in those 2 years. But yeah, it's been a long 2 years and a hard 2 years, but we're getting there slowly. So yeah, I think I'll try that and see what that looks like. Do you ever see your Facebook memories and think, gosh, that seems like another time almost? I mean, in some ways my spine surgery feels so recent, I suppose because I'm still going through the issues, but in another way it seems like so long ago since I had the surgery. Do you know what I mean? A lot seems to have happened within those 2 years, if you get me. I suppose with COVID as well, because we were still in the middle of COVID and places were only still just opening up. Right, so that's that. It probably needs a little bit more glue on, but I'll wait and see when it's dry, because you know what cheesecloth's like. When you try and glue it on somewhere, it's quite difficult to not glue your fingers down. So I can always add a bit more glue when it's dry, if needs be. Yeah, 2 years ago today. Let's just put this second piece over. I might ink the edges, maybe in a blue. I don't know how. This is, what is it? Is it adorable? I think it's adorable scoreable cardstock, and I'm not sure how it will take the ink. I suppose because it's quite the light blue is quite. The light blue is a very pearlescent card, so I don't know how the ink will sit, but maybe we'll try that in a bit. See what it looks like. So that's what we've got so far. Now saying that, I'm just wondering whether we should put a little tiny bit of blue ink on the background of the cheesecloth, maybe just in the middle, not all over, just in the middle. Just find a blue sponge. Some blue ink. I'm going to try, I think I'll try the blueprint sketch. I did wonder about broken china, but I think that, I don't know actually, that might be a closer match. No, I think I might, I don't know. I'm not sure if broken china is a little bit too much of a close match. Let's try it, and we can always go darker if we want to. So I'm just dabbing a bit on in the background. I don't want to cover it all, because I don't want to cover up like all of the white, because I like the contrast. Try and pick it up. So I've just put a little bit of blue ink in the middle there. I think that's okay. Maybe in that colour. Let's just see what it looks like with a little tiny bit of this on as well, just in the middle. I mean, you're not going to see a lot of this anyway, because it's going to be covered up by the bird. Oh, that's actually quite nice, like a bit of a two-tone effect. I'm not sure if I was going to ink the edges. I'm not actually sure which one of those two colours I'd use, as I say, because I'm not sure how well it's going to stick. Just put a little bit of ink in the middle in the two different colours, so I don't know if you can see that well, but it is actually a bit of a two-tone effect. That you can see it better on that one. So let's see. Yeah, I think these look quite nice. I'd like to put some other sort of decoration on them as well, but I'm not quite sure what. I've put the glue on here now. I'm just wondering whether I should have, really not organised this afternoon. I really didn't know what I wanted to make, other than I wanted to make something with the nesting dies. Whether I should put, I don't know. Let's see what I've got in here. Had an order in with some stickers in. I'm just wondering if I've got anything in the stickers that we could put across. Oh no, that doesn't look right. I've got some a strip of butterflies. I've just got odd stickers that have fallen out of the packet and they're all in the bottom of the bag. I'm just wondering if there's anything in here that might be suitable. I don't know whether that looks right with something like a ticket underneath. Maybe half a ticket. I could rip that in half maybe and just have half a ticket and have the bird sort of peeping out. Let's just see what that looks like. Oh, that looks better. You can actually see more of the bird, so yeah. Right. Oh, I forgot that got glue on. Right, I'm just going to glue. I think this is a sticker. I'm just going to glue it down though. I'm just using Collal glue for this. Yeah, that's quite nice because you've got the background of the sticker, but it doesn't like hide the bird. And I like the way you've got the other blue bit poking out, the the middle section of your layered die cut poking out as well. That's quite nice. I was thinking possibly something like a leaf, like a washi leaf sticker or something like that. But I'm not sure how flat that would go with having the cheesecloth on there. So I think this works better because you can see it, but it's not the main like focal point. Oh, husband's at the hospital today for the test that he's been waiting for the last few months, to work out whether, well, I say to work out, it will show whether his the problem, whether the ulcer has been caused by arterial breakdown or not, or venous. We're pretty sure it is what it is because it wouldn't have responded to treatment, but they still have to do that test just to be sure before they can go on to do any further like compression treatment. Right, so we've got these two. That looks quite nice. So I'm just debating whether to, I might ink around the edges, but I'm going to let those dry I think first because it might need a bit more glue. I don't think so actually. I think it's quite well stuck, but they look very sweet. So I'm going to leave those to one side. Considering how small they are, they actually seem to have got, quite a bit on there. That's quite nice. So with the other four, as I say, I was going to do something birdy. So I've got these sticker books, and I know there are a few birds in these, but I don't totally know what they're like size wise. Hopefully this one will fit on. I'm hoping these just peel off, these stickers. I think most of they do. These do peel off. I've got another book where it doesn't actually peel off. You have to cut them out, but yeah, it does. So let's have a look. I don't know how I want to. Just sticking a sticker on makes it just look too plain. It needs something in the background. I think I'm going to try and just raid through these stickers that are next to me. And I've got plenty of journaling pieces as well, little cards and things next to me. I don't think that'll look right because they've got white edges. I don't think I want those at the moment. Let's have a look in nature ephemera, see what we've got. Go on. Don't want to lose that sticker because that's a nice one. Produce pieces or something like that, maybe. Let's have a look. Just going to tear some pieces down and see what we end up with, I think. Take it from there. So I need to trim them down a bit, or some of them. Stick those out of the way so they're not in the way of the filming. That might be a bit how can I say, a bit too much image. I wanted it sort of maybe a bit less obvious, bit of a less obvious background. I wonder if we could gesso it a little bit. Let's have a look. Let's have a look with some gesso. Next thing is, can I get the lid off? If you haven't got any gesso, you can just use a little bit of white paint. Oh gosh, that came off easily. Right, I'm just thinking because the pattern on the bit of torn down paper is quite kind of in your face, if that's the right word, and I wanted it maybe a little bit more in the background. So I'm just wondering if we could tone it down a little bit with some gesso. I've got no idea what this is going to look like, but we'll give it a go. I'm just going to use my finger. Gosh, this gesso is quite thick. Just wondering if it's a bit too thick to spread properly. I'm going to get a bit of water. Oh, bottle won't spread. I think it's the angle. There we go. A little bit of water. Put a little bit of gesso there because it is very, very thick, and I do just want like a very watered down. And I'm just going to go, I'm not going to worry if it goes onto the blue. Just get a cloth in my hands. So that's made it a very much more muted sort of background. Because it's so thin, it will just dry instantly as well. So I'm just going to put these pieces on and see what. So it might look a right mess, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what it turns out like. Sort of better rip that edge, so it look a bit too neat there. Oof. So the schools break up in England, don't they? Today, I think, if they haven't already broken up already. I'm not sure about Wales. I know Scotland, they were broken up last week, but I'm not sure about Wales. A bit more gesso in there. Can't get it thick enough now. There we go, that's another piece. So yeah, if you're in Wales, you'll have to let me know if you break up this week for October half term, or if you've already broken up. That's another one. It's got 2 butterflies on it. And the other 2 pieces are sort of like leaf type bits. Yeah, my parents are going away with my brother, sister-in-law and their 2 adult children and their partners and 3 dogs. It's going to be chaos. They're going tomorrow. Oh no, sorry, it's Thursday today. Sorry, no, they break up tomorrow, not today. Did I say today? Yeah, it's tomorrow. Although some probably have broken up today if they're on a teacher training day. But yeah, my mum and dad and my brother and sister-in-law, they're going tomorrow. Like Friday to Friday they're going. But one of my nieces works in a school, so she can't actually get away until like Friday. So they're meeting them there on Saturday. And my other niece, I'm not sure which day she's going. I think she's going Saturday as well. She very much works from home most of the time since COVID, but she probably still will have to be at work. So I think she's going on the Saturday as well. So they're going down to Devon, sort of North Devon, just for, I say, the week. Ooh, I think this one's gone a bit more thick than the others. There you go, just water it down a bit. There we go. Right, there we go. Let's just wipe that gesso up. So I don't know if anybody who, if you're normally at work, if you've got any extra time off sort of next week, if you normally, you know, if you're looking after your children, or you've got any crafty plans or holiday plans, be nice to know what they are. Right, so this is the first one. Oh, I've got gesso and ink already all over my fingers. So that's the first one that I've done. So you've got the background of the butterfly there, and it's like the edge of a pair of scissors on there. I don't know what this is going to look like with the let's see what it looks like with the bird. I don't know whether I like it or not. Yeah, it's okay. I think it needs something else. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe some ink or something. So that's the first one. I like that. It's just got a touch of something in the background rather than it just look plain, but it doesn't overshadow the bird. Let's see what else we've got in here. So it could be, what is it? It's bird or winter. So I want them all to match, really. I mean, they don't all have to be birds, but obviously I want them all to be at least similar. What's that? Oh, that's a tag. I won't look right. I love these books. They're literally full. There's about 20 sheets of the PET stickers. They're my favourite type of stickers. Those and the washi stickers. I love them. I'm not so keen on the ones with the white edges. I don't know. They just seem to stand out too much on the edge. I like it where it sort of disappears into the background. If we've got anything else in here or not. Oh, there's another little bird here. I know they do. I think they do one of these books that is just birds and maybe birds and butterflies, something like that. Right, this is quite a smaller one. The one with the butterfly, it's actually going the other way. I wondered if we could do it so we see the butterflies, but no. Right, put the bird there, and there was a word. Where was the word? Sky. I'm assuming that's a sticker as well. I don't know if it's a sticker or if it's just printed on the... All right, okay. it's not actually a sticker, it's on the actual like backing of the book. So just seeing if we can, I've just sort of cut it out roughly. I'll just cut around it, see if we can pop that on as well. Let's take that bit off at the bottom. There we go. So we've got sky. I always like to have a word on things that I make. In fact, yeah, those two that I've just done with the gold bird, I'll finish, maybe we'll finish those off with a word. Let me just see what else I've got in these two books. This is like a black and white one, and then there's the odd one of colour. So they're all black and white, and then you see on this page you've got two that are brown. I think there's some goldfish somewhere. Yeah, like suddenly red goldfish. So it's a really nice book actually. I don't know if there's anything in here or not. Let's have a look, see if we've got any birds. Oh, we've got an owl. What else we got? Oh, I'm looking for something particularly for that one, because it's like it goes that way up. So I'm looking to see if we've got a picture that might go that way up. We've got a feather. Failing that, we've got a feather. That's an option. We've got another owl there. Oh, hang on. We've got an upright owl. Yeah, we'll use him, an upright owl. So I've got an upright owl on that one. We'll have another owl because we've got two birds, and then we'll have two owls. There we go. There we go. Let's just see if I won't really be able to ink the background because, oh yeah, we can. I didn't think it would actually stick around that sticker, but it does. So that just blends the sticker into the background a little bit more. And of course, using the gesso makes quite a chalky edge, so a chalky finish, so that will stick to the gesso. Better. That's it. It's just blended. Oh, got a bit of sticker stuck to my finger. That's just blended all of that together a little bit more, so it looks a little bit less like two layers and more like something that's actually blended together. So you've got that one, got that one, that one, and that one. So I don't know what to do about inking the edges. So I was thinking of using the blue, but now I'm wondering whether it should be brown because we've used brown ink. I think blue ink might look a bit weird. What we're looking for. I think it's can't find it now. I'm looking for my ground espresso because I think that's what brown ink was on that sponge. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. I moved it when I was looking for the ink. Right, let's have a look. I don't know. So I don't know how well this paper is going to take the ink around the edge, and I only want to do it very, very lightly. I don't want it inked hard. It is putting it on just enough to cause like a little bit of a shadow, but not to look overly inked, so that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I don't even know if you'll be able to see. I'm just going to lightly, that's the back, you can't really see, but I'm just going to, it has slightly inked it on the back, but I'm just going to lightly go round the back as well. I tend to do that when you've got things where you're going to see the back. I do tend to sort of ink the back as well. So it's just a really light edging of ink. So that's one. Gosh, what time is it now? It's 4 o'clock and it's quite dark here. It was really dark here this morning. I noticed on Tuesday when I went to work it was really cold as well. Oh, excuse me. Much colder than it had seemed like the previous week. I'm still just doing Tuesdays at work because it's enough. I like these. I like the brown and the blue. I think that's quite a nice colour combination. Just realised I didn't do the back. So I just want it so light. I don't want a really heavy ink in. I had my flu jab last Wednesday, and then on Friday when my husband went to see the nurse, I'd gone as well because I'd got some things to pick up from the pharmacy, and she said, oh, you can have your COVID boosters today, both of you. My husband's due, but I'm not due yet, and she was running a clinic or whatever they call it, and they always like to try and use up as many of the like daily vaccines as they can, so we both had ours. I had a bit of a reaction on Saturday. I felt really rough, but it was like all of a sudden, and then it lasted for just over 24 hours, and then it went as quickly as it arrived. So yeah, I like these. So we've got, so far we've got that one. Ooh, it's not focusing, or the light's just reflecting off it, I don't know. That owl. Then we've got the two birds. That one. And that one. So yeah, I like those. Happy with those. And then I think I'll just... if I come back with these two gold ones that I thought that I did first of all, I'm just going to find a little word. Actually, where to put it, that's the thing. Oh, I can go at the top, I think. Don't know whether to use one of the Tim Holtz, you know, like the little sentiments like these, or just use a single word. There's my single words. Where are they? Not sure these are the right ones, but these are quite sort of seasonal. Oh, sing. That can go on one of them. Oh, I can't get it off. Right. Single. I'm looking at the word jingle and the word sing. Sing. That can go on one of them. Just going to put a bit of glue. Just to make sure it stays down. Ooh, don't stick it on upside down. Let's sing. Oh, straighten that up. There we go. The other one. What should we have on the other one? Of winter, as it's a winter colour. Have a winter. Make him a winter bird. There we go. Put that leaf, if I can, over the top of the word. Oh, maybe I'm not. Right, there we go. So there we go. We've got sing. And we've got winter. That's nice. They feel like they've been finished off now. I don't know whether I want words on these others or not. I'll see. I probably will, but because I've used like that one from the book, I might look through the book and see if there's some more of those words that are suitable. I don't know. I'll see. So yeah, it's only a little project today, but I hope you've enjoyed that and all my faffing around with everything. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and just turn the camera on while I was playing with those dies. So as I say, I'll leave all the details down below to the program with Beebeecraft and all their shop links and everything. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now.